Welcome to our Rolemaster Actual play session. Ain't No Place for a Hero is a campaign set in the world of Duyranaki, the continent of men. A gritty, cutthroat world where politics, sorcery, religion, and commerce are all intertwined and reign supreme. Treachery and murder both come cheap, and characters need to be both smart and ruthless to survive. We hope you enjoy our story, and, as always, may the dice roll in your favor.
This is episode 155 of Ain't No Place for a Hero. The party have decided to turn their attention back to the secrets of Tarak Nev, and now find themselves exploring the terrible Dead City. We rejoin our heroes mid-fight with a group of shades just outside the ruined building the party sought refuge in. Hello, my name is Chris, alternatively known on this channel and in this game as GM Chance, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you to our story. The story that we're telling today, its name is up on the screen, Ain't No Place for a Hero, is the name of our tabletop role-playing campaign. The system we use for playing the game is an old role-playing system, a very old role-playing system dating all the way back to the 1980s. It's called Rolemaster. We have a very large party. As you can see, 8 faces up on screen. That's big in role-playing standards. 8 characters, 5 players, 3 of whom who are joining us today. Two of our regular players unable to take part in today's session. So if you do the maths, makes sense that a number of the people have more than one character. In a second or so, we're going to hear from those 3 players that are playing with us today. They'll describe their characters a little bit more, principally by us answering what I term a character development question. What does that mean? Just simply, I send out some questions before we play to help the players tease out a bit more information about their character, something about their background, perhaps their likes, their dislikes, whatever it is. Or they could share an image, or they can share something amusing about the character, or whatever. It just helps us get to know these faces up on screen a little bit more. Before that happens, my habitual part of the show, but sincere thanks to all of those that like, follow, subscribe, and generally take an interest in the story that we're telling. Both this story and also the other story that we are telling on this channel, which is Twilight of the Old Order. Really is appreciated. We do this for fun. It's our hobby. We would be doing this anyway. The fact that we can record our sessions and share them with ultimately the world, and that a part of the world is interested and finds our tales interesting, is really satisfying, and really appreciate all the ideas or the comments or the thoughts that come with it. What I would say, and what I think every single person that's on YouTube has said since the platform ever began, but they say it for a reason, I'm saying it for a reason, is if you're enjoying what you're seeing and hearing, if you're enjoying our stories, if you like us as a group of people, you like the narrative, whatever it is, you're getting something out of it, we'd love either a like down below or even better, a subscribe. A couple of seconds from you using your mouse to click a button or 2 down below really does help. It helps more ultimately the YouTube algorithm help more people like you who are interested in tabletop role-playing games find our stories. Really would appreciate it. Thanks very much. Okay, starting us off today, I keep wanting to say tonight because we usually play in an evening, but we're actually playing on a Sunday morning. Starting us off today is Alex. Alex, take it away, please.
Kia ora, I'm Alex, and I play Keros, and Keros has her cat Victory, who plays herself. Very unattractive. That's subjective. She has a boyfriend. She's a weather mage, and is pretty powerful with some of those spells she's got, and she really enjoys using them. I'm trying to pick a question where I don't answer about my cat, which is a general theme because we love Victory. I love Victory. So I'm going to pick, what's the most valuable lesson your character has learned from their allies? And this might be a lesson for Keros and maybe also her player, is that it is a team sport, and just because Keros can, should she? And I mean that in the sense of sort of the understanding that she might be exceptionally powerful with her spells and her skills and what she can do there offensively, but she doesn't necessarily need to rush out and save everyone and put herself at risk. And I think if going back to her time when she was at the School of Magic and in the Cloud Club, she was, unceremoniously dumped from the Cloud Club because she just didn't think things through, and she just went ahead and what's the word I'm looking for? A bit more than proactive, I guess. So I guess it's the understanding that every team member has their place and has their strength, and actually they will back her, and she doesn't need to go in and save everyone, even though she can.
Cool.
That she's valuable, and she doesn't. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Like, doesn't need to put herself on the line every single time, particularly if it's non-party people or creatures. Although Victory, hello, yeah. So that's Keros.
Excellent. Thank
but
you.
great questions again. Thank you.
Now, we talked off camera. We obviously but we do spend a bit of time before I press the record button to chat off camera. As mentioned, we're 2 players down, and the decision is with those two characters. We are 2 players down and 3 characters needing someone to play them. Although one of those characters is unconscious. You are contributing to playing the other 2 characters. Did you feel like commenting for either of the other 2 characters that you'll be contributing to today in today's game? No pressure. No, if not, no worries.
Yeah, I do try and be cautious about this because I know this stuff's personal to the player. I probably know Demos the most out of the characters, and I was thinking of him when I was looking at these fantastic questions. I think I was thinking about Demos and loyalty and his family, but his loyalty to the party as well. And there's a question in here about how does your character feel about the concept of loyalty versus independence? And I think that for me, I go back to the unresolved scene where Demos' sister, he saw her on the ship passing by. And I was fully expecting Demos to be like, see you guys, I'm off. This is my goal. I need to, right the wrong. It's obviously wasn't his fault what happened, but I think he carries a lot of guilt around that. And I just thought it was interesting he didn't leave the party for that. And whether I don't know if there's something happening in the background with that. That's between the GM and Demos. But I thought that was quite powerful in terms of loyalty. Technically, loyalty to strangers, because we actually haven't been together that long, even though we're, as players, we have. Just the prioritizing of where his loyalties lie. So I think he's much more, perhaps more group-led than I thought he was going to be, versus his independence.
Interesting. Okay.
Is what I'd say. But yeah, it actually came up while I was looking at the questions, not thinking I was going to answer for him. I just immediately thought, Demos and the ship and his sister. I wonder if that would have been a good question for him if Aidan was here. But yeah, that's and happy to be corrected on
cool.
that.
Excellent. Thank you. Who would you like to hear from?
Oh yes, I've prattled on. Graham, please, if we could.
We can. I'm playing 2 characters again this evening. Morning, where are we? First of whom is Yathanol. And I will answer the question. The valuable lesson the characters learned from their allies. I think before this motley bunch came together, she was very much out for herself and had a pretty tough life. And I think if this one thing that she has learned, it's actually the value of collaboration and getting you much further, and actually beginning to rely on people and getting them to, contribute what they do best. She's sort of designed herself as a quite, she's got quite a lot of different kind of abilities. She's, she could go out there by herself probably, and she wouldn't have got so far, certainly. But, she's quite self-reliant in many ways, but she's definitely come to appreciate the value and the pleasure that comes with being in a band, as it were. And turning to Etienne, the second character I'm playing, the most mysterious or enigmatic artifact your character discovered. Actually, he didn't discover it, but he's that animation's quite amusing, isn't it? It's very kind of Monty Python's. He's got a little lever on his jaw, I think.
He does.
The dagger that the party discovered is quite intriguing. A long time ago, when we hadn't been playing the game for very long, we went into a sort of site of a Lords of Arcana complex underneath a lake, and came across this giant mechanical beast, or the rest of the party did, and discovered this dagger, which we know is twin to a sword, and we've seen the sword that it's twin to, but we still really don't know what the hell they do or how they work, but we know they're of vital importance. And so that's kind of, I suppose, the most intriguing item that we've come across.
Excellent.
Over to Pete.
Thank you. Great insights into other characters, and I agree with you, Alex, on Demos with that loyalty one. It was interesting. I wonder if the plan is for the group to help him go back and rescue his sister. Maybe that was, I can't remember if we had that discussion at the time. But yeah. Anyway, kia ora, I'm Pete, and I'll be playing 2 characters today. First of which is Leif, as on the screen. Question for him is the same as the one that Alex had for Demos, which is, how does your character feel about the concept of loyalty versus independence? So Leif is, I would say, sort of fiercely loyal. Not unthinkingly, if one of the party does cross the line, then they've crossed the line. He'll still have understanding for them, but he wouldn't, allow people to get away with the worst sort of crimes. But he is very, very loyal. But amongst that, he does believe in people's independence, and that they should, he trusts people to do, especially now that he knows the party even, very well. An example of this is, and this is sort of a little bit sudden for him, but way back before we started doing recordings, way back when we were just a very new party, we were in a monastery in the land in Krapilan where we first started, and Leif was on watch, and we'd sort of encountered, I can't remember exactly how it worked out, a woman who had been abused or was being caught, held prisoner, or in some way had been ill-treated by the mayor of this other town. And Leif was on watch this one night, and he saw Neathanol climb over the back wall of the monastery and disappear into the night. And then the next day we found out that that guy had been killed in the town. And Leif
Murdered.
put 2 and 2 together.
Actually.
Had been murdered. And yeah, Leif sort of put 2 and 2 together, he thinks. But he did not challenge Neathanol. He knew, he's loyal to her. He didn't want to blow, well, he actually would agree with that murdering if indeed she did it. I don't know if he's ever had confirmation that it was her. It might not have been, but he even in those days he trusted her to, he was loyal to her, so he didn't blow the trumpet or blow the sort of tell other people about seeing that. I think he mentioned it to her one time, but also, understood that she needed to have her independence within their group to do the things that she needed to do. So that's his balance between loyalty and independence. He just does trust people once he knows them. The other character I'll be playing tonight is Mithan. And same as with Nathaniel, actually. What's the most valuable lesson your character has learned from their allies? Mithan has been part of a party before, and did learn to trust them to a certain extent, but she did not develop the same loyalty or closeness as she has with this party. And that, yes, as with Nathaniel, she is quite an independent sort of person. She's more the just go bush and not be around anyone ever. That's her preference. But yeah, she has learned from this party that she can be part of a group and can be appreciated for who she is and understood and tolerated, and that I suppose, and she's learned that through actions. I mean, I just think that it's in when we break down our combats into the 10-second chunks of rounds, and people choose to we just immediately protect each other. Or, and I think that's those actions that she has seen where people that she perhaps doesn't know very well have immediately put themselves in the line of fire for her. And those actions speak far louder than any annoying human words that can be lies or whatever, and have been to her in the past, or yeah. And can I just add, perhaps for one of the characters who doesn't have a designated player today, what's the most beautiful scene or landscape your character has seen? I would be hazarding a guess for Grey. It might well be the beautiful scene of when perhaps Keros first opened her eyes after being deaded. I don't know.
There you go.
Something to do with Keros and the beautiful scene, I think, would be appropriate to say.
Excellent. Thank you. And I was going to ask that. So there are 3 characters. One is up on screen. The second we've heard about from Alex, Demos. Now, Demos is currently unconscious or something. His heart's not beating, but he's breathing, which is really weird. But he's currently floating along as a balloon, basically. He's floating along behind Leif. So he is, in effect, currently not playing in the game, but he doesn't have an owner this session. The third character that doesn't have a player today is Tarquin. Between the 3 of you that are present, any comments about Tarquin? If not, no issues. We can just crack on. But yeah, just throw it open.
I wonder if Tarquin's most beautiful scene is a mirror.
Ha! Does love himself a bit. He does love himself a bit. Excellent. Good call. Cool. So up on screen are the 8 characters that are in play. As mentioned, Demos up the top there with his spear is currently unconscious or something. You're not quite sure. And both Tarquin and Grey are being played by kind of being shared across the group. Excellent. Well met, one and all. I say it frequently, but really mean it. I find these introductory parts of the game, I always learn something new about characters that I think I know quite a lot about. But because they're your characters, they're not mine. I'm always intrigued to see what will happen. Pete, we now turn to you as our scribe, as our resident record keeper, to fill us in with what happened last time, please.
Thank you. I think we decided last time was quite a bit of an admin session, which was probably needed. We'd come out of quite a long combat in terms of sessions in the game. We are in Taraknev. There's an image of it there, a ruined city of the dead, full of ash and dust and ruined buildings. Usually, if I can say that on your behalf, Chris, not as tall as this. Usually they're not multi-story. They're usually just one story and in ruin, but with some exceptions, I believe. We had found, as Graham said, we're looking for this sword. I think it's Defiler's Bane, which is paired with a dagger to kill. And somehow we not sure. There's the dagger, and there's the sword. Somehow going to kill this guy Mirdas, who's we believe is going to be brought back by the people we're chasing, the New Enlightenment movement, I think, of Turang. We we left the temple in which we'd seen that sword because things were getting a bit intense, and we made our way back to in the previous session and back to our safe house. We started out the last session there. We'd just spent the night, and we were doing some analysing of injuries. So I think Gray recognised that Kiros's spell that she'd sort of stored people's mental patterns, and she's got a spell that could analyse what was afflicting them, that spell could actually be used on Tarquin, because we had previously thought it had to be that specific person that had been stored in good health, like she'd taken a snapshot of that person in good health, but Gray recognised it's actually not. It's someone of that race and gender. And we've got other half-elves, and Tarquin is a half-elf, so she was able to cast that analysis spell on Tarquin. She also cast it on Demos. For Demos, we discovered that there was something evil about his cold arm, which had been attacked by a sort of a spiky demon that had sort of come up from behind us, I believe. And yeah, so something evil about his cold arm that he can't use. The second thing was that Demos's heart isn't actually beating, so he is cold and lifeless, but he is breathing shallowly. But his heart actually wasn't beating, even though he's still breathing. We still sort of consider him somewhat alive. We're not sure what state he's in. And this was due to these evil clerics, these weird undead priest-like people we found in the underneath the temple, and they cast a spell on him. So we not sure, but we think there's probably two things wrong with him. And we don't know anything about how to revive him. Oh, there they are there. So I think we're just deciding to give that time and see if he comes around just naturally, because, yeah. For Tarquin, Kiros discovered that there was something rotting inside Tarquin, which is not a nice thing to learn. It's not surprising, is because in the previous session he had sort of coughed up a lump of meat that had tendrils and started moving. So we sort of squashed that and hopefully re-killed it. But there's something odd going on with him, something rotting inside him. Probably that meat, and maybe, yeah, in Mithan's opinion at least, there's something a little bit more. She noted that because there was something odd about Tarquin before, has been for a little while, and Mithan noted particularly, and she sort of stored this in the back of her brain, and actually Leif would have too, and I hope, yeah, that when we got on to the next part of our sort of session last time, which was doing some attunement, Tarquin didn't believe or didn't want to have anything to do with attuning the Banishing Demons dagger. He didn't believe that it was an effective thing to use, which seems odd to Mithan and Leif. And, you know, they would quietly talk about, just sort of nudge and, you know, just sort of note it to other people in the party, not talking behind his back especially, but that they just individually have sort of noted that in their heads. We did do some further attunement, or tried some. There was not a lot going on. Because we'd found some gems, and we'd found some amulets with different gems in them, scrolls and a scroll case and books, and a notebook and a mace head, all of these sorts of things from underneath the temple. Didn't find that there was anything. I don't think we found anything that seemed magical. There was a whole lot of frustration there. One thing that did happen was Mithan and then Etienne, instructing him, both attuned the braces, which I think, which Etienne is using, because they assist his paladin, it was Genitrist abilities. We sort of had finished doing our resting, and it was towards the end of the session, we thought, oh, I feel okay, let's go back, and we're going to go back to the temple to try and get the sword out of underneath the temple that we need, because that's one of the probably one of the main purposes for us coming to this awful place. And we were just happily walking out the door of our secure place when I think we were very lucky in our perception rolls. We noticed there were creatures, these black, and they're about to, that are spooky things seeming to sort of defy gravity somehow. I mean, par for the course in this really odd and very scary place. And basically we've stopped mid-session mid round actually, whilst we are in this combat.
Excellent.
I think that's where we're up to.
Excellent. Well remembered, Pete, on stopping mid round. I did actually note that at the time, but
My notes say Mythan is next.
yes, that's what I've got too. Damn it. I did note this down. Yeah, definitely. I got Mythan was next, and too many damn notes. Yes, here we go. Housekeeping. Here we go. Thank you, past Chris. Current Chris is thanking past Chris. Grey took 2 concussion damage and was on 119 hits, now on 117 hits. Vader went for Grey for good rule spotting. We pick up the game still in round 1 with Mythan still left to act. With Mythan still left to act, and then I've got the others. You attempted to attune the amulets, you had a look at the book, and you also had a look at the mace head from last session. Excellent. So, look, yes, indeed, that's where we pick it up. So, Mythan, you are next to act in ME.R.P software. And before we start, are there any qualifying questions? Are there anything that's not clear? Anything that people need to know? Just to show you the scene. Outside, we have Grey out in front, then Etienne, then Tarquin. Tarquin was being attacked by one of these creatures that was kind of sliding down the wall. Etienne has a creature off to his sides, although he's now turned to face it. And Grey has 2 on him, one on at the front. Inside this abandoned derelict house, now there is a floor here. I've taken out the floor and a roof, just so we can see down below. But there is actually a wooden floor. There are stairs up here to that wooden floor. Next is Keros. You can see where the cursor is. Just bring my screen up so I can see it too. Then Neathanel. Then Leif. Now Leif had a rope which had Demos attached to it. I think you've been this round, Pete, in the process of letting Demos float up. There is a float spell cast on Demos, an easy way to transport a person who is a very big, heavy person who's unconscious. And then at the very end is Neathanel. So that's where I've got characters. I haven't put Demos' character counter in, but he's basically floating up to the roof in this derelict building. Yeah.
I have a little bit. Well, my picture of what happened was a little bit different. So Leif had attached Demos to his rope and stored the rest of his rope into his pack, so that Demos was floating a fixed distance above his pack. Last round, Leif took off his pack and put it on the ground. So
okay.
He's not necessarily against the ceiling. He's sort of in midair in that room, is what my understanding.
Okay, cool. I'd forgotten that. Cool.
Yep.
Thanks for the qualification. Anything else from anybody else? Nope. Going once. There often is at the very last second. Going once. Going twice. Nope. Okay. So if you're ready, let's start the game. And I'll just switch my combat music down a little bit. We are indeed into rounds. As just determined, it is Mythan's turn to act. Mythan, what do you do, please?
She would like to. She's got her sword and shield out. Yes. Yep. She would like to move up somewhat, sort of next to Neathanel and Leif, and say, let's get out there and help them. those who need to stay inside and shoot from inside, I think you should. But that's all she's doing, basically, moving up and getting ready to. She's not wanting to block. If Kiros or Neathan or Leif want to move aside and still be in the building, she's not wanting to block them from moving past her, but she wants to have decent access to get out the door once it becomes clear. I assume she can't push her way out the door, sort of thing. I think there's Kiros and then Tarquin. She'd sort of have to be pushing past.
Correct. You could probably push past Kiros, although that would require a push and possibly knock Kiros over.
Yeah, no, she's going to position herself ready to go, but not impede anyone else's movement around her if they want to, move.
So there, basically. So
yeah, could Kiros move to Kiros's right between Mithan and the wall, sort of thing, if she wanted to move that way, or Kiros can move freely, can't she?
Yes, but we'll come to Kiros on Kiros's turn.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm just saying Mithan doesn't want to block her.
Okay, cool.
I'd put her back next to Neathanol, actually. Would be
okay.
Just a little bit. Yep, perfect. Thank you.
So you've moved nothing. I mean, that was probably within 10 feet. So I'm still going to say you've got 100% action.
I would love to do a good perception around where she is and what she can see out the door.
Okay. Give me a perception roll, please. Make it in the open.
Yep. D100. And so if she's still got 100% action, can she please use the remainder to add to the perception? I don't know.
Yep. So she's doing a full perception?
Yes, please.
Okay. So yes, call it another, say, 30 on top of that.
Cool. She rolled a 49.
49. What is her perception, please?
Plus 88.
Plus, call it 30. Yeah, I mean she's obviously
10.
She is at negative 10. Yeah, so glancing out the door, unfortunately my software unusually is not allowing me to. No, I can't move down for some reason. I can over here. She can see. You can just see Mithan's form here. Yeah, she sees these ghostly apparitions. One on Etienne, and she rolled well, or certainly well enough, and she can see 2 on Grey. So she has a view on. She's seen a glimpse of this one. She can certainly see these 2. So that's her full round, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, can I just check, how big is that window?
It's boarded up.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
So you guys made sure that it was boarded up and it's blocked off and all the rest of it. So yes.
Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something, but no, that's. I mean, she doesn't want to push Kiros out of the way, and
okay, cool.
Doesn't feel she can get out another way because it's all sort of locked off. Yep,
so next is Kiros. Kiros, what are you doing, please?
Just confirming, there is a roof, a ceiling on the building.
Yes. So.
And you've just taken it off so we can see down.
Correct. So there is. You can see that darker line there. There is a floor above you, and there is a ceiling, and there is a roof on top of that as well. So yes, there is. Total height in here is maybe quite tall, maybe 15 foot.
Okay, and the only windows are the ones that you pointed out before, and they're boarded.
Correct.
On the ground level.
Correct.
Boo. Boarded up with wood?
Yes. And you guys, previous time you were here, I think spent some time, I believe, I might be wrong, but I think spent some time kind of blocking them up.
Okay.
The upper story, not that necessarily Kiros has been there, but the upper story would probably be open.
Would be open? Mm. Oh, the windows, beg your pardon. Mm. And is there stairs to the upper story?
Yeah.
So having to go, and she can see, or is that wall come down in the middle?
No, that wall is just on the entire
That's
ground.
A beam?
The entire ground floor is open.
Okay. Sorry if you're repeating yourself.
That's all right.
And sorry, did we do a recon, like that we are the only creatures in this space inside? Did we last time do a recon of the upstairs?
Not last time. When you first came here, Tarquin very bravely by himself went upstairs and checked out the upstairs part of the building. You didn't. No one told me this time that you did the same.
Think, Alex. Think. Is she going to be brave? Is she going to be safe? Could she move to the bottom of the stairs and do a perception, please?
Walking, yes, she could. And do no, because she can move to the bottom of the stairs, but that's basically her entire movement because she's slow, as we discussed before.
Chaos.
She could move to the bottom of the stairs, but she won't be able to have a decent look around. Well, won't be able to have a look around.
Okay, stuff it. She'll move to the bottom of the stairs, please.
All right.
But still keeping her party in sight.
Okay. Is this going to let me do my... No, it's not. Yes, got it. Keros, you move to the bottom of the stairs. Kind of shamble and shuffle your way over, trip, slip, etc. That's definitely your round. You can move 37 feet around, walking, and that's approximately 37 feet. Done. And then the next person to act is Etienne, because I did check the initiative before we finished last time. Etienne, your turn.
Etienne would like to wallop the shadow that's closest to him.
This one here.
With his holy sword.
Excellent.
And yeah, he would like to cast a holy fire.
Excellent. Excellent. Where you go.
A disappointing 13.
Okay. And it was number 5. Cool.
Plus 130.
Cool. Plus 130 for the broadswords. Cool. And 13, you say? No modifications on that. He's not injured in any way. Yeah, I mean, your sword cuts through. It's really strange when you strike, Etienne. It feels like smoke that you're cutting through, so with nothing, at least initially, and then your sword bites on something, bites hard on something. And yes, please. Can you please give me? You do 18 in a D critical. Roll the D, please.
On Etienne. 80.
80.
That's the spirit.
It's a good roll.
That's the spirit, eh?
Yeah, it's a spirit. Nice. You do it another 8 hits. Yeah, and definitely solid blow. So, almost like cutting through smoke, i.e. nothing, and then suddenly something solid. And you see this thing in front of you shudder, Etienne. And is there an additional effect on that as well?
Holy fire.
Holy fire? How does that work?
That works by using a quarter of the sword's OB as a firebolt.
Excellent. Let's do it.
Instantaneous, no need to prepare.
Lovely. Firebolts. Coming. Holy fire. Holy fire. Firebolts. And what is the OB, please?
A quarter of the stored OB is 33.
3. Lovely. And what's the roll?
And the roll is... Oh, do you use the same crit roll or a different one? Can't remember.
The same attack roll.
Yeah. Can't remember what we do.
I'm going to say we roll separately.
All right. 44.
Smack with holy fire. You do 4 in an A heat. Roll the A heat, please.
74.
74. 2 good rolls. Yeah, this thing gets covered in just a gout of flame, and all around, suddenly, for a second or so, the entire horrific scene is lit up very, very intensely. You do it another 12 hits. And then last, and that is your action this round.
Mm-hmm.
Last to act is Demos. Demos is unable to operate. That is the end of that round. Please note any changes to initiative or parry, etc. Please jot that into Discord as you normally do. I'm rolling initiative. Any changes to initiative I need to be aware of? Going once, going twice, gone. Neathanel is first to act.
She'll continue to prepare.
Cool.
Can I say can I just see where she is?
Mm-hmm.
So she wants to, if she can shuffle, she'll shuffle to the, she wants to get out of anyone's way, wants to go through, but she'd like to sort of shuffle to the side of the door so she can get a look at what's going on while she prepares.
Right.
So I know she can't move very far, but just to the, out of the way of people so she can at least look through.
Yep, sure. So call it there. So yes, there is now a clear path for either Mithan or Tarquin is still in the doorway, but yes, done. Okay, very good. She's now prepared 2 rounds. Grey Wuffwind. Now we were collectively working on what Grey does. What would Grey do in this circumstance? He has 2 of these foul things on him.
I think it'd split his parry.
Okay.
And I think it'd also attack.
Okay. Give me... Does he have a choice between that one or that one?
They're both uninjured, correct?
He hit this one last time.
I think he'd go for the same one then.
Okay.
Yep.
Give me a roll.
Alex, do you want to do the rolling? You've got better luck than me.
Oh, you're very kind.
What's his parry, please? What do you think his parry would be?
What do we reckon, team? He could split 25-25 against them, and so he could attack with 50.
Sounds good.
Do you think?
Mm.
So
hedging.
Yeah.
Attacks with 50 and parrying on both. Done. Give me a roll, please.
Okay.
Huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
65?
65.
I'll do.
Over 50. Take it.
Again, you slice through smoke, Grey, and you actually thought initially that your blow didn't have any effect. However, you're wrong. And at the very last second, there's a conk as you hit something solid, and this foul shade in front of you shudders. 9 hits damage. Nice.
I'll note down that. I'll take his XP.
Okay. Leif, you are next to act.
What can he see out the... what can he attack?
What can he see? So the door, unfortunately, is it is open. There's a door there. He would be able to see Tarquin's back. He might be able to see this one. He can. I'd say certainly can see this one, ducking and weaving around Grey, kind of clawing at Grey, and perhaps this one as well. In terms of an attack, he doesn't have a clear shot.
Because Tarquin's in the doorway.
Correct.
Cool.
Tarquin is in combat.
He will say, Tarquin, move, please.
Okay.
And he would like to hold the rest of his action based on Tarquin moving out. He will then move out and attack something.
Tarquin, move, please. That's 3. Very polite. That's 3 words. So you can interject at any point because you've held your action to operate. And his declared action is to do what if Tarquin moves?
So once Tarquin has moved, Leif would like to move out and find an opponent to attack.
Mm-hmm.
For want of a better opponent, he'll take one on... Well, do I have to declare which one now?
No, an opponent to attack is fine.
Cool. And Leif would be holding his... he'd have an opportunity parry.
Okay.
So he would be parry. He would move out, parry full, and then if he doesn't need to parry full, he would attack.
Good. Cool. Got it. Okay. Grey, Mithan, and Leif, to your horror, you see just at the last seconds, Mithan, the sun, for inverted commas, is up, kind of doing its weird kind of movements across the sky. So there is actually a moderate amount of light in here, but there are some places which are very heavy in shadow, darkened areas. And suddenly, Mithan, as you're standing there, part of one of these shadowy spaces suddenly gathers in volume, and this horrible shade material, this thing here, materializes through the shadow. And first of all, I'd like you to make a Constitution check, and then it swipes at you, Mithan. Constitution check is as follows. Oh, we didn't... No, we'll do those in a minute. So, Mithan, this is a channeling resistance roll. It will also affect, and I'll ask the same, please, of... Yep, Leif and Neathanel and Mithan. So all 3 of you guys, on your turn, make a Constitution check, please. Mithan, this one on you. Do you want to know what you have to beat, or do you want to just roll the dice and see how lucky you are? You've got a -10 to it as well, by the way. Mithan, you there? You're on mute, Pete.
Sorry. Yes, please let me know what I need to beat.
You're 10th level, correct?
Correct.
Okay. You got -10 because of the pain in your chest.
Yep.
You need to beat a 30.
Okay. She rolled a 5.
Oh dear. What's her channeling?
Plus 30. So not enough.
No, with the -10. Unfortunately, Mithan.
Yep.
Can you please roll a 1d4?
1d4. I should never be so confident. I was thinking, oh, she'll be fine. No. 3.
3. Mithan, so part of your life's essence, the very soul of who and what Mithan is sucked away. You were on 190. You're now on 187, and you've taken 3. So your total hits are now 187, and you are now on 187 hits. So your constitution has gone down by 3. I just want to note that down.
32 constitution.
Sorry?
Her constitution is now 32. It was 35. Oh, no, sorry, that's the wrong thing.
Yep, that's the
Was
actual
100?
stat. Yep.
100, and now it's gone down to 97.
Yep.
Yikes!
Yes, indeed. Yikes! And then it slashes at you, I'm afraid, Mithan.
She was intending to parry. Well, she was doing the same as Leif.
Okay. What's her parry, please?
50.
50. Okay. Yeah, it slashes at you, and you turn it aside with your shield. No problem at all. It doesn't affect you. Next to act 4. This one. Tarquin. Can I ask a constitution check for Tarquin, please? He is 9th level, I believe. He needs to beat a 33. He's at negative 20. Someone roll for Tarquin, please.
I can roll.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I've got a sticky keyboard.
No problem.
20.
20. 20 minus 20 plus his constitution bonus. I don't think that's going to be enough. Let me just quickly check, unless someone's got his character sheet handy. Can't imagine he would have. Channeling resistance. Where is it? Channeling. Does have plus 23, which is good, but not quite enough. Can someone roll a 1d4 for Tarquin, please?
I can roll again.
You want a 1.
Okay. D4.
Mm-hmm.
1.
1, nice! So he goes
Huzzah.
down 1 point. He's on 67 total, and he is now on 65 current. Tarquin's constitution has really taken a hammering. Constitution down, dropped 1. Con. And again, this thing kind of above Tarquin slashes down with him with its horrible claws. I gave it a flank. It rolled quite well. Would Tarquin have been... No one's... This is where actually not having someone playing him gets a bit awkward. Would Tarquin have parried? You're going to say yes, but would he have really?
I honestly don't recall what his action has usually been. Does anyone?
He tries to avoid combat, to be honest.
Yeah.
What was? Sorry, what are we? What action? What he does? You mean?
It's armed with a dagger.
That's it's a magic dagger.
Mm.
But that's I think the only attributes that's got is against demons rather than undead. But at least he could do some damage with it.
But do you recall if he typically parries? Is the question. I just don't recall. Actually,
For argument's sake, we'll say he parries 10. How's that?
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I've got memory of Giles saying parry, like the way he says parry.
True.
Like I've got memories of, because he drags the word out, and I don't mean that like the way Giles says parry is parry. If that's at all helpful, but that's all I remember.
So can someone check his sheet for dagger?
I don't have Tarquin.
Should have done this in advance, really, shouldn't we? No, I've got it. It's 77, so he's got 35. Yeah, 38. So he's got 38 for his skill on dagger, by the looks of it. What would he parry out of 38? I'm going to say he parries 10. He parries a third. So with that, 7 and a B. I'm going to roll the B slash on Tarquin. Here's the B. Exclamation mark R space D100. Ooh, not good. Slash muscle and foe's shield arm. Foe is at negative 30. Takes 3 hits around, stunned and unable to parry for 2 rounds. 6 hits. That's a serious injury. So this creature above Tarquin here reaches down, slashes at him, and Tarquin screams in pain and is bleeding at 3 hits around. Stunned, unable to parry for 2 rounds, plus 6 hits. It's not great. Next to act is number 2. This one here dislikes Grey intently, and will ask Grey to make the Constitution roll on his turn, but slashes at Grey. We said that Grey was parrying 25. Is that right?
Yeah, 25%. Yep. I don't have his up-to-date sheet.
Which is 25, which is approximately 25.
Ah, cool.
Miss. Grey manages very wisely parries and turns it aside. He's got a shield up as well and manages to turn it aside. Next, the same. This one gets a flank on Grey and does the same thing. Grey also now. He had a shield on his last one, so he doesn't get a shield on this one. He does get a parry. Does do him a crit, but it's a 4 and an A tiny, so the most feeble critical imagined. I will roll the crit in the open. Actually, no, I won't. I'll just do this, keep it rolling. Nothing. A 39, glancing shot, another 2 hits on Grey. Minimal damage. But he has taken some damage. Next is Keros. Keros, you have reached the foot of the stairs.
Can she please move up the stairs?
Mm-hmm.
And she'd like to leave enough action to do a 10% perception. Is it possible to move up and perceive?
She probably couldn't 30 foot up. What did I say the distance was? About 15 foot. Yes, so she could get to the top of the stairs, and she could have 50% action. So it's about 15 foot tall, 15 foot that she needs to get up. So she can move up 15 foot, which is about half her movement, and she can have 50% action left. So your call if you want to keep just 10% or if you want to do a full perception.
So she's moved 50%. Can she perceive for 30 and... Yeah, and now, yes. So moved up and at this point perceive full perception 30, please.
Cool. Give me a mass perception roll.
Yep. Oh, she rolled a 1, but no, it's mass. Sorry, it's immediate reaction 1.
Yep. Could be very good. It could be very, very bad.
And general perception is plus 35.
Some information coming into your chat in a second, Keros. And you've got 20% left to act after this as well. Or 20% to do something. Because you moved up 50, you perceive for 30, you've got 20 left. So the structure upstairs, I'll just kind of give you a sense of this. The upstairs, there is kind of rotting, decaying floorboards. She hasn't been up here before. And rotting, decaying floorboards here. There is a doorway here, and there are internal windows in here. And the windows here are open, she sees. So this window is open, this window's open, and these windows and this doorway is open, and there's sunlight, feeble sunlight coming in through here. Some information coming into your chat. Remember, with a perception roll, you can always screw it up. So what you hear from the GM may be real, it may not be real. It's your call, of course. Just coming. Information in your chat now.
Got it, thank you.
What does she do with her last 20%?
Cry, no, lol. So she can't cast, hasn't got enough. She's not going to start walking across the rotten floorboards. 20%. Is it light up there?
Yeah,
Just the sunlight, sorry.
Yeah, feeble. So there's holes in the roof. So if you imagine that there is, did I have? Yeah, here's look at that. Here's one I prepared earlier. So there is the floorboard
Cool.
like that. She's come out here, right? Where the stairs have come up. And then there is a decaying roof above. But yeah, there is a floor like that. And you can just see her coming up at the top of the stairs there. There's sunlight coming into through the holes in the roof. There's sunlight coming in through these open windows, kind of decaying smashed shutters. There are these internal windows, and there's a door. Where's the doorway? I can't remember where the doorway was. I think one of these was a doorway. I'm designating that as the doorway.
Yes.
So that's the doorway. These are internal windows, and there is light coming through, feeble sunlight coming in through these windows as well. So yeah, it's reasonably light.
She's just going to hold there because she needs a full round for her next move.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Mithan is next to act.
If you'd like to hit the thing in front of her, please.
Done. It's number 1, I believe. Yes, it was. Okay, give me a roll, please.
Oh, 97.
Roll again.
37.
37. And she was parrying, correct?
Yep. So she's got a 54 OB.
Thank you. Love it when you've pre-arranged. Thank you. That's really helpful. And that's with a broadsword, so 54 on the broadsword.
Magic broadsword.
Magic broadsword, yeah, sure. Smack! 27 in an E. Roll the E crit, please.
Oopsies. Did I do that right? Yeah. 29 only.
Another 3 hit points, Mithan.
Oh, and can she please do her shock bolt?
Yes, sure. How does that work?
So separate attack. No, I think it's the same attack roll, but she's got a different bonus.
Okay.
I think that's how I've played it in the past. Yep.
You tell me. It's up to you guys to keep track of this stuff.
Yep. Same attack roll.
Which was 134.
Yep. Yes.
And the
It's a sheep.
the software
Where are you?
the software calculates in your -10, of course.
Oh, thank you. Yep. And her directed spells is plus 41. Yes.
41. Not far off what she used with the sword. 12 and a B electricity. Zap. Do we have? I think we do. Splat from Mithan. Roll the B, please.
And that is a 34.
You have the initiative over this creature for the next 2 rounds. Please remember that. Next round and the round afterwards, you always will get to act before this creature acts. You do another 5 hits.
Cool. Thank you. That's number 1, yeah?
It is. And actually, you don't have initiative over this creature. Damn it.
Flip.
Nice one.
Yep, because it vanishes. I'm really nervous about making this thing vanish. Your sword and lightning bolt hits home, Mithan, and this creature vanishes before your eyes and just fades.
You'll breathe a sigh of relief.
And
Nice one. Good work.
and with that, because it's no longer present, neither Neathan nor Leif have to make a Constitution check on their turn.
Even better.
Gone. Killed. 4th level.
Okay. talking of Leif,
Yep,
he had a holding action.
he did.
Could he move out and attack? How can he get a reach on Tarquin's one?
Not really. Tarquin needs to move.
It hasn't been Tarquin's turn yet, has it?
No.
No, my bad. Sorry for jumping in too early. Yep. Sorry.
Okay. This one. This one here, Etienne. Disengages from you, or just kind of melts away, and then just kind of melts away into the shadows and is gone. But
Is it something I said?
shit, or at least gone for the moment. I will ask, however, you to make a channeling resistance roll as it goes, please. What level are you, please, Etienne?
He is level 9. I think.
9. You need to beat a 33.
76.
You're fine. It just disappears. Horrible thing to witness. It just kind of blends, melds into the shadows and just ceases to be there. But it's gone, at least for the moment. Next up is Etienne.
Is there another one he can wallop?
Yeah, there's two immediately. There's one partway up the wall that you could. You're fair to say you're probably unaware of the one behind you. You would have to turn and look and see that. But there's certainly two that you can see. One here to the right of, to the left of Grey, and one directly in front of Grey.
Can I get a back attack on that one that's closest?
Yes, you can.
I'd like to do that, please.
Done. Move around the back and hit it. Go.
Four. Woo!
4, I do believe that is a fumble with a broadsword. Probably, maybe, might be a 3. Let's find out. Broadsword 3. You're lucky. Broadsword fumble. 1, 2, or 3. You rolled a 4, so this still counts as an attack. So 4. You do, however, get a rear attack. And what is your OB, please?
130.
3-0. And so with a roll of a 4, with the bonus of a rear, you manage to deliver a whopping 25 and an E slash. Roll the 25, please. Roll the crit, please.
69.
69 dudes. Crunch. No, unfortunately, no additional hits. But you hit it pretty hard. Definitely hit it hard. And then you had an additional crit on that. Is that right?
I'm not using my holy fire this time, no.
No holy fire. Cool. So yes, you walloped it. You walloped it hard. That was number 3. Wallop. Smack. Next to act is Tarquin. Tarquin, you are stun no parry. Stun no parry, and we don't really have anybody playing Tarquin. Stun no parry. For this number of rounds, the target may not attack, they may not parry. Normal DB, new to quickness and shield, etc. is not affected. The only other actions allowed are movement and maneuver, both modified by -75. So he can move at a quarter of his normal movement rate. What would Tarquin do?
I think he would get out of the way of the door. I think that's been made abundantly clear.
Uh-huh.
And I do think he's been fighting a long time with the party now that we keep talking about the shorthand that we use. So I think he would say shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He does need to make a Constitution check as well, please. Can someone roll a Constitution check on him? He has to beat a same as Etienne, I believe, which is a 30. He needs to beat a 33. Is that negative 20?
Didn't he do one already this round? Because remember, Alex rolled it, he
yes,
only went down by one.
yes. Correct. We should actually do it on his turn, not the creature's. No, it should be on the creature's. Anyway, I've been swapping and changing. Anyway, okay. Where does he move to? Oh, he needs to.
Out of the way.
He can't because he needs to disengage from melee, which is a 30% action. He only has 25% action, so he is stuck in that doorway unless someone shoves him, pushes him, does something. He can't move.
Yeah.
Can he fall?
Can he fall? I'd still consider that breaking melee.
Can he move but not move out of melee? So can he move around the side? So he's not. So he's sort of still be menaced by it, but can he sort of shuffle to his right?
He's not trying to leave melee. He's just trying to
Open space.
help him with the door.
That big, whatever that big is, some, doorway size, so 5 foot, I guess, 4 foot. No, look, he's stun no parry. So stun no parry is you are standing there wide open. You're slack jawed. You're badly. It's other than being knocked down or unconscious or dead, it's the worst state a character can be in. He's basically reeling from injuries. The whole concept of it is you're really not thinking straight. So I'm going to say I'm sorry. He doesn't. He would have to be. He would have to be forcibly moved from the doorway. He's just standing there with his hands at his side.
Yeah, no, that does make sense. Because to negotiate around his enemy, he's still having to dodge and weave, and makes sense.
He's, it's the worst. It's the worst possible situation to be in. So he really can't do much. He can speak, I guess.
He said shit.
Yeah, there you go.
Which means, remind me, please, Graham. He's stunned.
Yeah, shit means stunned.
Stunned. Yep. Can Leif jump in then?
Yes.
So to get an attack and to become this spooky guy, this creature's opponent, he wants to. Yeah. What would he need to sort of do? Knock, shoulder barge, tuck one out of the way, push him gently.
Yeah, I would ask for a. I'd ask for a moving maneuver. So based on your moving and armor skill, if you have it, otherwise just your agility. I'd say it's an all or nothing roll because you're just trying to force them out of the way. You either force them out of the way or you don't. It's not particularly hard to do. Tarquin's not a big guy. It's a light maneuver. Okay. It would be... I'd say it would be 50% of your action to do that, though. To move up and to judge, you would still have a 50% attack.
That's brilliant. Thank you.
Is that what he does? Yes. Okay.
Yes, please.
So this is an all or nothing roll. Give me a roll, please.
Oh, 99.
Roll again.
Red balloons. Yeah. D100. Plus 67.
67. Cool. And what's his bonus for moving an armor?
Agility of 12.
12. Cool. 178. How about that? With such a good roll, you have 130%. So you had 50% to attack. I'm going to add on that 30 so you can attack with 80% of your weapon.
Amazing.
And you can position Tarquin wherever you want to position him. Where do you move him? Where do you shove him to?
Can I just... So that's Etienne, that's grey. Towards... Away from the wall, away from shadows, towards grey. So behind grey.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Now, at this moment, nice work. At this moment, Leif, you do cop some.
Yes.
So you move to here and to here. So what level are you, please, Leif?
10th.
10th. You have to beat a 30. Give me a roll, please.
Oh, yeah. 93.
Wow, good rolling. You're fine. You don't take any constitution damage, and you do lash out with your swords. Give me a roll, please.
My magic sword.
Your magic sword with 80.
Yep. Oh, no!
What's the roll?
It's a 1.
That is definitely a fumble. Do you drop your sword?
The 90 and the 90.
Let's see what happens. Give me a roll, please, with your
Too
fumble.
low. 59. Okay, could be worse.
Could be
59.
worse. You slip without grace and lose two rounds worth of opportunities. Good luck, pal.
Okay.
So, what does that mean? I'm going to say you're inactive for 2 rounds. You're juggling your weapon.
Okay.
Doesn't say you can't parry. So
he'll be doing that.
yeah, I'll give you. Yeah, he's basically discombobulated for 2 rounds, so you can still parry, but you're not stunned. So I'm going to say in terms of the effect on my little piece of software, must parry 2 rounds.
Yep. Cool.
Bugger.
Could be worse.
Yep. That was Leif's action. That is the end of the round. GM is going to excuse himself for a second. Back in a sec.
Oh, can I sorry, one more thing? Sorry, actually, Leif, being aware of this constriction, Leif wouldn't have put himself right in the doorway. He'd like to have moved to free up the doorway.
Okay. That was a good
No,
roll.
He's just been aware of.
Yeah.
Aware of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good roll. I'll let you do that. Where does he move? So
he would be, forward. Yeah. So he's clear of the doorway, so people can get through in and out the doorway.
cool. Done.
Wherever.
Back in a
Thank
sec.
you. Phew. Fuel. Are you there, Alex?
She's muted.
She's muted. Are you there, Alex?
No, I'm here. I'm here.
yeah,
I've got a really sticky keyboard. Sorry.
I don't mean to. Sorry, in my little comments on the other chat, I don't mean to be telling you what to do. I promise. Just it's.
Oh no! Tell me what to do.
No. but I think it's just always helpful to share ideas, sort of thing. But I mean, I'm not. Yeah.
No, I asked. I don't know if this is going to be at all helpful, but that was my thinking.
No. Yeah, and actually, and it did occur to me, and we did do this thinking a while ago, that when combat happens, it's always good. I think it's always a good idea for Kiros to cast Fly on herself, because then her movement does become 75 foot per round.
You're right. Yes.
Yeah. So that's a clue. Sort of first thing she perhaps does in a combat is get her movement up. I don't know.
I'm thinking, to fly across, perch, and attack from above.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we'll see. I'll probably fall out the window and die again or something.
No, if you're flying, but just who knows?
Oh, you could just cast her up there, couldn't you? If you can see.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
if I can get to the roof or...
Yeah, you don't need to fly, do you?
Great plan.
Yeah.
Oh, I think flying's a good idea because otherwise she's got to increase her movement.
Oh, slow. Poor Keros. Although it'll all be over by the time she gets to a vantage point.
Well, that's okay too, right? If it's
She's
all
safe.
over in our... But, well, so long as she's safe and we've got it all over in our favour, well, Yeah.
How many are there left now? 3?
Well, there's the one that disappeared from Etienne, so it's not dead. We don't know where it's gone. It can boo out of the shadows at any of us at any time. So that's why I reckon he should call out his ones not dead, but
Imagine
gone.
it's gone because it was nearly
Possibly.
re-deaded.
True. But I think we're just going to be careful of these. They're sneaky. But yeah, one on Leif, one on Etienne, one on Grey. We're assuming that Etienne's one, which was attacking Grey, is going to turn around and attack Etienne. Who knows? But yeah. Oh, Yuri.
There'll be more upstairs.
Hopefully not.
It's
I think they would have come through the ceiling, wouldn't they, if they were?
Who knows? Who knows? It seems that they don't fly, right? Seems they have to stick on surfaces. Who knows? Who knows again? But they're creepy.
Mm-hmm.
It was just typical. Some good rolling and then the one. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a bit tragic. That one. That's a bit of a shame.
Oh well.
Sod's law, right?
It's absolutely. Oh, all good.
Cool. All right. Yep. Excellent. Next round. Rolling initiative. Is it in that round? Oh no, I did end that round. Rolling initiative. Any changes to initiative I need to be aware of? I think so. Cool. Holy shit. Yeah, okay. Keros, some more information coming into your channel for a second. To that. And it's going to here. There we go. Cool. Keros information coming into your chat. Right. Now. Okay.
Oh.
Let's go back to. Okay, there we go. Cool. Go back to that. Great. So that's that. Next. 2. Yeah, we really should do it on the creature's turn, not on the character's turn, because they're the ones inflicting damage. So let's go for Grey, Tarquin, and I believe Etienne. Yes, and Etienne as well. Constitution check on all 3 of you. So first on Grey, does Grey beat a 33? Can someone roll for Grey, please?
I can roll. Sorry, I've got a really sticky keyboard. That's why I'm always a bit delayed.
That's all right. That's all right.
Sorry, I just dropped out there. Don't I miss anything?
No.
Okay, rolling D100.
Yep.
24.
24. 24. I don't suppose anybody has Gray's character, Andy. Really? Yeah,
I do. I'll have a
yeah,
wee
thank
look.
you. We do need to sort this out, guys, because it's just.
I've got an old one, but I think
Yeah, that's fine. It's the same. Yep.
It'll be channeling.
Yep.
Is +2.
It's 2. How many Constitution points does poor Grey take, please?
Alex, that's you. 1d4.
1d4.
Sorry, yes, I keep.
Ricky.
I'm like bashing the keyboard, going unmute. D4. 1.
1. Love that.
We'll keep you on.
So Grey was on 119. He's now on 118 total, and he drops down to 111 for his total. That's the first person. We need to do the same for Tarquin. Tarquin needs to beat the same. It's pretty low number. Needs to be to 33. Someone roll for Tarquin, please.
Coming.
He gets plus 23 to this roll. He's got negative 20 as well.
63.
63, that should do it. 63 plus 23 minus 20 comfortably. No damage for Tarquin. And then the last person is Etienne this round. Etienne, you need to beat a 33 as well.
31 plus 34.
He's fine. Great. So this one here. Yeah. This one here removes itself from being attacked by Grey and just heads off into the mist. Neathanel, you've prepared 2 rounds. 2 rounds, yes. What do you do?
She'll keep preparing.
Done. One has, yep. This one above you, Leif, again, asked for a Constitution check on you, please. You've got to beat, as a 10th level character, you've got to beat 30.
Yep, 62.
You're fine. It claws down at you.
Cool. He's full parrying.
Okay. What is
But
his
not-
full parry, please?
He'd like to reserve his shield in case there's a second attack, so he'll just do full parry with his sword on this attack and
Okay.
not use his shield. If
Done.
that makes sense.
Done. Yep.
You're not
Yep.
sure if they're doing multiple attacks. 1, 2, 3.
Cool. Not a chance. So it claws at you, and Leif, you turn the claw aside. Not a problem at all.
Oh, Leif will say, "Oh shit," as well.
Okay.
Sorry, it's not his turn, but
Okay. Grey. What would Grey do? He is here. One of them in front of him has just gone. There is one to his left. which has just been hit from behind by Etienne. What would Grey do?
If I may, he would use 10% to cancel his action of using 50% to parry, and switch that to 25% to parry.
Cool.
And then I think he would attack for 65%.
Give me a roll.
Alex, please.
The delay just adds to the suspense.
Yes, it does. That's right.
Oh, 6.
6. It's not a fumble. What's he's basically got 100%, so he's attacking with 60. Did you say, Pete?
65.
65. That's a miss. He swings with his magical hand axe and just cuts through air. It's a complete miss.
Cool.
Yeah. This one kind of shudders. It tries to move this way, and just can't quite seem to move very well, and stays where it is. It doesn't attack, however. Leif, you're still parrying. Etienne, your turn. Hello, Etienne. You're on mute.
Etienne would like to, funnily enough, attack.
Excellent. From behind, give me a roll, please.
Ooh, 97.
Roll again. Another open-ended.
What's up for the last one? 100.
Oh, really?
Think so.
Wow! Roll again.
Wow. 21.
Oh my god.
Sounds a whopper.
218 is what I've got the attack roll.
I'll do.
Is he... And I've got his broadsword of 130.
No, 100. Yes, sorry, yeah. Oh, hang on. That's not the new level. Sorry. It is... I got that wrong before. I'm not using because I haven't printed out the new sheet. It's actually 137.
37? Done.
137. Yeah.
Yep. Oh my goodness. That is going to be a huge amount of overkill. 355 minus 150 divided by armor type 2. By 5. A colossal 69, count them, 69 hit points in a E and definitely an E for that. 2 E crits. Roll the first E crit, please.
$97.
Wow!
He's on a bit of a roll.
He really is.
Must have got some inspiration from the goddess.
Okay. And then must have got some. And then do you want to roll the second E crit? You don't need to.
Fine.
Sorry?
See what happens. Let's
Okay.
give it a go. I'll roll it anyway.
Yeah, okay. Just give me a second to set it up. It just takes 1 second for me to do this. Give me a roll.
19.
19. Amazing rolling. Absolutely amazing rolling. Nice
Well, we're
work.
playing lawnmowers.
Yes. What happens?
Maybe there was a little something came through the clouds. I don't know, but he felt very inspired, and in so being, brought his sword downwards through the shadow, cutting through its head and down through its body, and hopefully it dissipated.
It did dissipate. Well and truly. killed 4th level. Nice work, team. Nice work.
Oh, any other hits I should note on that? Those
No.
2 E's?
No, that was it.
No.
What, the 69 on the critical wasn't enough for you?
Oh no, just every hit counts.
Yeah, sure. Nice work, Etienne. Tarquin, you're still stunned one. No parry. 1 more round. You
Can
can
Etienne
move.
say a few words?
Sure.
2 gone. That you can see.
2 gone. Done.
I think Tarquin, if he's bleeding, I think he would clap his hand to his wound.
Sure. So that's gone down to bleeding 2 hits a round. Next is Keros. Now, Keros, I might ask please both Graham and Pete to jump into the other room. I'd like to... Yes.
Cool.
See you around.
Okay.
So, what do you do?
So she's seen this wing, and this is probably, in her mind, the mothership of the ghouls. What
She saw it here, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'll tell you what I was thinking. And I had a look at the rule sheet and what I can do and what I can't do, and I'm just not sure about a couple of things. Well, what she should have done initially was cast Fly on herself for speed. But anyway, she was going to cast Fly, move through the doorway, and sort of get to the outside and somehow attack from above.
Okay.
But that was before I had that information. She's thinking now, if she casts Fly... because that's a spell, can she do an offensive spell attack while she's flying? Because that's 2 spells, so she'd have to land.
You can cast an offensive spell while flying, but you can only ever cast any in 1 round. You can only ever cast 1 spell.
Oh, so she can stay flying, but then the next round she casts her attack.
Correct.
Okay.
So you can only ever one of the key rules in the game is only ever 1 spell per round, unless you are hasted, which is double your speed for everything. But she's not.
She's absolutely not. Okay, so could she? And I don't know. Maybe I don't want to disclose that right now, because you are the GM. Could she please cast Fly on herself for 75%?
Okay.
And then, does she think that the head honcho, who she thinks is the leader, knows she's there? Like the owner of the wing?
You don't know. All you saw was she. So for the benefits, because of course I typed this in that no one else, including our viewers and listeners, don't know. Keros saw on screen. When she came up, she thought she heard something maybe through here. What did I say? What did I say? She thought she heard
a flutter of wings or some sort of movement.
Yes, and then when she glanced here, basically just here at this doorway, there was the slight edge of slight edge of that, basically. She just saw kind of that in the hand, perhaps, but that. And she saw that. Just here, and it kind of flicked out of view, and it came in here. So it was just here. You've got no idea whether whatever it was knows she's there or anything. You don't know, but you definitely saw something.
Okay. please, can she cast fly for 75?
Yep.
And she can. Is that 75 around? I think she can. Oh,
You
did
have
I check that?
to tell me.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I did. Yeah, 75 around.
Mhm.
She'd like to move to the left-hand corner
Mm-hmm.
of the doorway and peek as much as she can, but not move through the doorway, because obviously she doesn't want to leave herself open if the creature's still...
Okay, so give me a roll for the fly spell. Because of Kiros's background roll, she doesn't need to prepare spells. An amazing ability. She fails on a 1 or a 2.
Okay. 11.
11, she's fine. The spell goes off, and she flies for the remaining 25% to here. She's right here. That's where...
Is that it? Can she see anything, or do I get that information? Or...
You can see through into this room. You can't see anything into this room other than these rotting floorboards and these windows that are open, as described. And what else can you see? Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So rotting floorboards and these windows, these internal windows that are open, but nothing else.
Okay, and that's her round.
That's her round. Alrighty.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Without breaking a confidence of what's going on, can you head back and get the other guys and ask them to rejoin, please?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm slow with the keyboard.
Yeah, no, sure, no problem. Back. Cool. Mython, your turn.
She was there. She is going to move out and attack Leif's one. I believe she can see it, or she's at least heard him exclaim.
Yep.
Can she, again, if possible, she'd prefer not to block the doorway.
No, she was going to have to.
Okay. Okay.
Now, generally, I've asked for the Constitution checks on the creature. She's now moving into its range. She needs to make a Constitution check. She's 10th level. She needs to roll 30 or better.
Yep, 63.
She's fine, and she can attack. Give me a roll, please.
Cool, thank you.
Minuscule movement on minus 10 off it, so she's got 90% to act.
Cool. She rolled an 86.
Okay.
And you're taking 10 off. Okay, cool.
Yeah. That's on number 4. And she's at negative 10, of course.
Yep.
What's her skill, please?
104 with a broadsword.
Yeah. Smack. That is 25 and an E. Roll the E, please.
Some 51.
51. Another 6 hits. No. This thing just dissipates. What happens, Mython, with your blow?
Yeah, just sort of a downward swing. You know, it's a bit above her, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just sort of mid chest to lower down the middle.
Nice, very nice.
Bit of a grunt from Mython.
Excellent. That again was killed 4th level.
Cool, thank you.
Next to act is Demos. That is the end of the round.
we are going into initiative. Any changes to initiative I should be aware of? Nope. Okay, I just want to check something just before we go.
How many are there left?
Just a second. Hang on a second.
0. Oh. I thought that was...
Okay, great. We are we're continuing rounds. Neathanol, you're prepared for 3 rounds. What are you doing?
She's going to prepare for one more, I think. What is she aware? Sorry, what is she aware of at the moment? She's heard Etienne say 2 have gone.
Yes, that's it. So as far as she's aware, the fight's still on.
Yep.
Gray, what do you do, please? What would he do?
So he's out there. They're all gone. They're all standing around, are they?
Yeah.
Well, he'd probably say something, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would. Yep. All gone.
Yep.
Um,
And I get maybe all gone, all good in there or something.
Okay. Anything else? Anything else you would do or say?
Might have a sniff.
Sniff? Yeah, sure. Give me a roll.
$56.
56.
So we'll count that as a perception. That's what I meant. But
Yep. What is his perception, please?
I don't know that I have his very latest sheet.
Someone, anyone, whether it's latest or not.
At 5th level, he has. At 5th level, he's got 31, but I'm pretty sure he's up at 50.
Cool.
I've got level 8. Hang on.
You can't hear or
Level 8. Oh.
Yep, too late. Can't see or hear anything, I'm afraid, Greg. Or smell anything.
Disappointing.
Anything else he's doing? So that was the 30% action, and he said something.
No, I think opportunity to act depending on what he hears later.
Mm-hmm.
In answer to his questions.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all right, everyone? That makes sense?
Mm-hmm. Leif.
Leif's in the second round of
Juggling?
juggling.
Yep.
I assume he can't move away or anything.
He can speak, and he can move a short distance.
Okay, he'd like to move. He'd say, keep away from shadows, and he'd like to move back towards Etienne.
Okay. Done.
Thanks.
Tarquin? Tarquin is now no longer stunned.
I think he would definitely want to say, I'm bleeding.
Yep.
Ouch.
Yep.
Help, Mathan, I think is what he would do.
Okay, cool. Speaking of Mathan, it is indeed your turn next, Mathan.
She would. Yeah, she would sort of second Gray's call, and she'd want to not shout loudly, but sort of stage whispery into the building. You know, are there more foes in there? Whilst she's sort of moving back towards Tarquin, and she would want to. I guess that's all. Be on ready to opportunity. Do other action, but move, parry and attack. And she'll sort of indicate to Tarquin, I'll work on you next round, basically.
Okay, cool. Etienne.
I think opportunity action. Waiting to hear. I mean, they've probably gathered that they can move through walls, so it's just sort of. Oh, actually, he'll move in through the door.
Okay. Just a second. This is really. Odd. All right. He will move in through the door. Okay.
And then have a look around.
Okay. So he moves in.
I won't block the door though.
Yeah, got it. So you move through the shadows. I'm not gonna move your counter in terms of bring it down, or maybe I can actually. Go. Lock. Dump. Dump. So you come in through the door. You see an empty room. Neathanel's there, and she's the only one you can see in the room.
He'll shout, "Karios, where are you?"
Okay. Done. Anything else that's probably got a little bit more action on that?
He'll do anything left would be a perception around the room.
Okay, give me a roll, please.
That's a 59. His perception's got a little bit better. It's now 38 plus 38.
Peering out through visor, basically.
Yep.
Okay. Look, it's really hard to see through this visor. It's there are lots of shadows in here. It's quite dark. You don't see or hear anything else, but you do see that it's just Neathanel in here. Speaking of Keros, it is Keros's turn, and you hear Etienne's voice from down below saying, "Keros, where are you?" It was loud enough, I'm assuming, for Keros to hear.
She would like to. Whatever she does, she wants to keep 75% to cast.
Okay.
And she wants to hold that action. But has she, with her 25%, can she fly through the door?
Sure. So at this point, I'm going to ask Etienne and Pete to vacate the room, please.
Maybe forever.
Okay. So cool. So she. Where is Kyrus? So she hears Etienne from down below. She flies through. I mean, the distance that she's talking about is negligible.
Okay.
And she flies through.
To the second window opening, please.
Sure. So she comes in through here. Just as she comes in through this door, a terrible shape. She only gets a brief glimpse of it before it quite possibly kills her. Descends from above. It was poised directly above the door. This is what it looks like. Except it's not a statue. And this bat-like horrible thing descends from above and attacks her. Okay. It comes down blindingly fast. She doesn't really get a proper look at this creature. It It's silent, or almost silent. That's the really spooky thing about it. Just like this big black shape from above. She thinks she was very lucky to even see its wing to begin with. It may or may not have rolled a 1 before when it moved. It descends on her at horrible speed. It is painfully, awfully fast, and bites onto her neck, or attempts to. I am going to give you surprise. Okay, going to give it surprise. Keros has a DB of 9. It does 31 in a D puncture Keros. It bites onto your shoulder for 31 hits. You're bleeding at 2 hits around, and very, very unfortunately, you need to make a poison resistance roll, or something is going to happen to you. As it is, you're going to have to make a roll to see whether or not, because you've taken damage, whether or not you stay conscious. You might even... You've only got 10 hits left as well. So first and foremost, 12. What level are you, please? I think you're 10th.
She's 10th level, and poison resistance is plus 17.
Okay. So, Keros, not that I'm trying to scare you or anything here, but you need to make firstly this roll, and then you need to make that second roll to see, because of you taking damage, whether or not you fall unconscious. You need to beat your 10th level, and this is that level. Do you want to know what you need to beat, or do you just want to make the roll?
I just want to make the roll.
Okay, give me a roll, please.
Three.
3. Roll again, please. You're rolling down.
$48.
48. And what is your poison resistance?
17.
17. Keros. Can you give me a? Can you roll a 1d6, please?
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. 6.
6. Okay. All right. Keros, your world turns black, and you know no more. One thing I would like you to do, please, is this creature grabbed onto you with the intention of trying to prevent you from hitting the floor. I think there's a 25% chance it fumbles. If you roll 1 to 25, Keros actually falls to the ground and makes some noise, the sound of her body hitting the decaying floorboards, and even possibly going through the decaying floorboards. Being reasonably generous on this, because this creature is generally very cautious and highly unpleasant, but I want to give you a fighting chance. Can you roll a 1 to 25 just to see if there's any chance of it dropping Keros's limp body? Give me a roll, please.
So a D100.
D100, and if you roll 1 to 25,
I make some noise.
Yep.
53.
No noise. Can you please go and get the other guys and don't pass on any information, please?
No.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Back.
Back. Okay. So we are ending the rounds. There is no response, or there is no sound from Keros upstairs.
Well, Etienne. Oh,
A sec. So that's the end of that round. Rolling initiative. That's why. Okay. Just a second. All right. Can
so yeah,
hang on.
All right, might affect initiative, but
Yep. So yes, any changes to initiative I need to be aware of.
yeah, that's what I was intending to cast.
Okay. So she gets plus 50 on that. Okay. Nathan, it is your turn.
She'd like to cast.
Give me a roll. You had 4 rounds.
28.
28. The spell, whatever it is, goes off. What happens?
Not a lot.
Okay.
But it's a spell called Open Ambush 1.
Mm-hmm.
If the next attack made by the caster within 1 minute of casting gets a flank or rear, they may use the ambush skill and at a bonus of another +1, even if the target is aware of the caster.
Cool. Fantastic. She's got 25% left to act. What does she do, please?
Move towards the stairs as quickly as possible.
Okay. Why?
Because we've called out, there's no answer.
Okay. What I'd just encourage people to do is, if you think this is what your character would do, fair enough. You as players have heard that Alex and I have had private conversations. If you think there is just cause for your characters to act this way, you're cool.
I think so. Well, we've called out to Keros. She's gone missing. We know that things are flying out the woodwork.
Okay. You're cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So... So Neathanol, 20. What is 25% of your movement?
It is 15 foot.
15 foot. So she gets to about there. Cool.
If she can speed up, she will, but I don't think she's got enough time to do that, is she?
She can move time and a half.
I'll do that then.
Okay. So
but I won't block the bottom of the stairs.
So she's a little bit further forward about there.
Yeah.
All right. Next to acts is Leif. Based on what your character knows and the information you have, what are you doing?
You heard Etienne call out for Keros.
He did.
He heard no response from Keros.
He didn't hear a response from Keros, no.
Yep. He's finished his juggling.
Yes, he has. Yes.
He's aware that there's no one else around at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I think he would. Yeah, he would. He would run in, and as he went past Etienne, he'd say anything from Keros. Keros respond, question, and I suppose he would actually prefer to act further on what Etienne's response is.
Okay.
So he's intending to run upstairs.
Mhm.
His expected, if he says no, nothing from Keros, he's going to want to run upstairs and then see with the rest of his action, and then see what he could with the remaining of that action once he's upstairs, make a decision on what he sees.
Okay. So how far can he? What's double his movement rate?
Oh, double, yeah. 156.
Okay. Again, this is so gaming it. It's I guess Anyway, okay.
Leif is really protective of Keros. If she's gone missing, he's concerned.
Does he know that she has? So he runs in. Let me just get a sense of. So that's 50. So you could get 60 foot across the room.
To Etienne?
Yeah. Assume that Etienne gives him an indication. No sound of Keros.
Oh, okay, cool.
You could run 15 foot upstairs. The place is decaying, but it's not horrendous. And then 30. Yeah, I'd actually give you all of that. Actually, that's quite a distance. What I would say is you're running upstairs. I try very hard, based on popular opinion from players, not to ask for maneuver rolls, but I think running up a flight of stairs, I think it's reasonable to ask for a maneuver. You're not running over flat ground, and it's tricky. However, I'm going to say it's a routine. Can you give me a routine roll, please, Leif?
It's a 10.
It's not great. 10 plus
12.
plus 12. 22. So you can actually, so you weren't actually great. You stumbled a bit on the stairs, and there's debris, etc. So you didn't run your full. You ran 90%. So what is 90% of your full distance, please?
140 foot.
Okay. So that's 60 to cross. 15 to get up. That's 60 to cross, 15 to get up, and then
Got 65 left.
Yep, 35. No, it still will give you the required distance, even with that poor roll. So, Leif, you see the following. So you sprint your way. Sprint? No, you can't sprint because you're running. I'll grab Leif's counter and do this. And do this. Do this. And then he's run upstairs.
So his action was to look at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, got it.
Yep.
Got it. So he gets to the top of the stairs. And he sees something hideous, something awful, something utterly traumatic. Peering through this doorway, he's got to there, he's come up the stairs. Peering through this doorway, he sees Keros's limp, unconscious body with blood coming out of her shoulder, quite a lot of blood coming out of her shoulder. In the arms, this thing. It's got kind of a yellowy, greenish mucus coming out of its mouth, which is it's kind of dribbling onto Keros, and it's in the process of picking her up
It's in its arms. Keros is unconscious or dead or something, and it's in the process of picking her up, and it's looking like it's about to move away from you. It's acted this round. So it's in the process of kind of dribbling this horrible mucus on her, holding onto her, and then beginning to move. It's looking on moving kind of this way. It's seen you. You have still a little bit more distance that you can run. Seeing that, you can't act this round, so you've utilized your entire time for movement, and you've had a look around. I didn't ask for a perception roll because it's very apparent. You're seeing this through the doorway. What do you do with your remaining time?
He would want to, his instinct is to run across the floor to try and engage this thing.
Okay.
To get it in combat, sort of thing. But can he do that?
You cannot engage it this round because you don't have enough activity. Right. So where we're going to leave it is for Leif to rapidly, move here, and next round, and perhaps I think next game at this stage, because it's 10-2.
Not true.
Do I have... I don't have a counter for this critter yet, but it's basically got Keros in its arms. It will come down to initiative next game to see who acts first.
Oh, and can I just be clear? So yeah, so the engaged in combat is you actually have to have at least attempted a blow. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, cool. Okay. And he'd like to call out as well. I believe he's got action. He's got.
Yep. Yep.
He's got something flying. Has got Keros.
Yep. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Cool. I mean, is it flying or has it just got wings? It's got wings, so he's going to say it's flying.
You see that? So it's got Keros cradled in its arms. It's quite big, slightly larger than a human, probably about 6.5, 7 foot tall. It looks familiar, by the way. You have seen it before, except this doesn't look like a statue. This looks like an actual creature.
Is that from the temple?
That's your turn, Leif.
Cool. Can I ask where he's seen it before?
You can try a memory check next time. Sure.
Cool. Thank you.
Next to act is Grey Roughwind. Grey, you've heard this yell from Leif. What are you doing? What would Grey do?
Run to his missus on it. Run to his love.
Okay. No changes on that?
No.
I think that would be fair.
Yeah.
So again, I'd ask for a routine roll, as I did with Leif, to just get up the stairs. Give me a roll, please. And if someone could find Grey's agility, that'd be great.
I can do that.
You want me to roll?
Yes, please.
Oh yeah.
19.
19. What's his agility?
His agility's plus 20.
There you go. That might help. 39. That's the same distance. So how far can Grey move around, please?
55 is his base movement, so 110.
So pretty much to Leif. So I'm going to say Leif and Grey are just at this doorway here. That's Grey's action, and Grey has seen, probably peering past Leif, Grey has seen this horror, Keros in its arms, dribbling this foul mucus on her, and Keros bleeding quite badly from the neck. From the shoulder, I should say. Next is Etienne. Etienne, you called out last time. No response from Keros. You've just seen Grey, and you've indicated no sound from Keros, as both first Leif and then Grey has come running through. You've heard Leif shout. What do you do, please?
Remind me what he shouted again.
Pete?
Something flying has got Keros.
Now, I'm happy not to do this, but if he thinks something's flying, would he have the initiative to think it might be flying out of the building?
Interesting. Your call. Your call. Leave that entirely up to you to decide.
If you want Leif's take, Leif wanted to mention that it's flying because he saw it preparing to go, so that's why he specifically said flying.
Yeah, right. But Etienne doesn't know this, so your call. Your call. You can make, if you're wanting, you could make an intelligence check for.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that.
So this is something you do yourself. I don't need to be involved in this. You just roll a dice and you tell me. This is a decision your character makes. You need to decide what your character does.
No, he would go outside.
Okay, cool. Where does he
and
go?
Look up. He'll go up and say, go back outside, look at the outside of the building, and looking up and say to whoever else is out there, can you see anything flying? And pointing up.
Okay. And where does he position himself, please? He's come out of the
back
building.
of it so he can look. I guess he's assuming if it's flying, it's going to fly out. Is there what? Can you see a window or anything up there? Or
So there are no windows there. There are. This is a single story. So this is double story, as you can see. This is a single story. You're aware there are windows, external windows, which are open here.
All right. Well, I moved back so he could see those.
Okay. So it's what to about there.
Yeah, whatever he needs to. Yeah. And calls out to Mithan and Tarquin.
All right.
I think something's about to fly out of here.
Okay. Next to act is Tarquin. Group consensus.
Tarquin, is he? What spells has he got? Can he fly?
He can't. He's got the darkness one.
It's probably not going to help.
Hang on, I'll share his spells. I'm uploading a file to main game chat.
Poor Keros.
Poor Keros.
It's Tarquin
I'd
spells.
rather have Grey dribbling on her, I think. See, open file.
While you're looking at that,
Oh, that's what he'd do.
yes.
Perhaps. He might do confusion. He's quite keen on that one.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, just based on what he has done in the past, I think he does. He's fond of that.
So almost if he prepares opportunity cast.
Yes.
And would he move or would he stay where he is?
I think if he can move a bit and Etienne's gesticulating upwards, he might, if he whatever he's got left, he would probably follow.
To here?
As far as he can go, but yeah, as far as he can go, yeah.
Yep.
And he's preparing, is that right?
Yeah, opportunity casts preparing.
Okay. And lastly, Mithan.
Mithan would risk it. Yeah, she would. Yep, she would move to the same place and she'd want to do a perception,
Okay.
looking through the windows if possible. Yep.
She can't see through the windows there. She'd need to move a bit further over.
Yeah, should do the whole thing where you're looking up and you move as you need to get better sightline, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Yep. Give me a roll, please.
Is it unmasked?
Is it unmasked? No, I'm going to say, yeah, it's unmasked.
Sorry, you're welcome. It's a 95, so you're well.
Oh. Roll again. Roll again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's unmasked.
Oopsies.
Because other people know what's going on, so only kind of make it masked if people don't know what's going on.
Plus 70.
Plus 70? Goodness. Plus what's your skill?
88.
Cool. So I'm going to say with a phenomenal roll like that, you do that thing. Yes, you do have to juggle around a bit of distance, and you have to come back quite a wee way, M.E.R.P, to actually get the view. Kind of juggling between, probably quite a way back to get the angle. Let me just bring this up. So quite a wee way back here, but with a phenomenal roll like that, I'm going to give it to you. Peering through here, you can see, yes, exactly as described. You can't see the whole thing, even with a good roll like that, but basically something that looks like that, that's holding something, and you can probably just make out the movement of Grey and Leif arriving, or a movement on the other side. Certainly that, and you can see it through. Let's just see. Yeah, through this window here.
She would, if she's got remaining action, she'd call and point.
Cool.
I can see it. What the fuck is that?
Right, there.
And that second window down or whatever. Yeah.
Cool.
That's what. Cool.
Done. And at 1 minute past 1, we are going to leave it there. That was the last person to act, other than Keros, and Keros is not capable of acting. We are going to leave it there, and I'm going to flip to credits. And we're going to leave it there for some time, because Alex and I are traveling, as Graham and Pete, you know, and we're going to have to pause at a very, very, very interesting moment to see what happens in about a month or so's time. And that is going
She'll all be better in a month, won't she? She will have had time to recover. She'll be fine.
It'll be very interesting to see what happens. There we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the game. You still with us, Keros?
Yes, I'm just thinking of what I wanted to do.
Yep.
Particularly with my magic ring, and also thinking of the question I answered early on, which is, just because you can, should you? I just wanted to scoot over to that window, do my level 10 lightning bolt with my magic ring, which is a slaying attack, and fly out that window, because I thought that was controlling all the other ghouls.
But you think you're being safe when you're doing it, right? You do your perception rolls and you do your careful movement, but sometimes
I've
not
got
safe
my
enough.
fly, scoot through the doorway. Nope.
No.
Yeah, now I have to wait a month.
Tune in into November to see what happens next. So I'm going to switch off the recording right there. How interesting. This is not how I was going to expect this to go. Yes.
I have pasted in the planning channel something that could be a bit preposterous. I'd like some feedback from the group as to how preposterous.
Do you actually want my feedback after what I've just done? Like,
I
Okay.
absolutely do.
Stopping
But anyway.
the recording.